The stand broke. Hey everybody, it's Chaymie here and welcome back to another Rapunzel/Tangled 10-year celebration video. So yes, we are well into December, but we're gonna continuing the celebration today with Gothel 17-inch limited edition doll. So yes, Gothel is also one of my most prized collectible dolls in the limited edition collection series from the Disney store. She came out in 2011 together with Rapunzel around February, I think early 2011. And fun fact, she is actually the first villain to be released in the 17-inch limited edition doll collection. Obviously, I did not get her for retail. I missed out on her retail release because I haven't even been collecting dolls at that point. So I got her in either 2014 or 2015 on eBay for a hefty price, but she was worth it. Alright, so today we're also going to be finally taking her out of the box to celebrate. So this is very exciting. Sorry, excuse me, but why are we taking her out of the box? You do know that she kidnapped me when I was a baby and then locked me in a tower for 18 years. We should not be letting this woman out of her box. Rapunzel, don't worry, calm down. The real Gothel has turned into dust. This is a reincarnation of her in plastic, so I'm sure she is not as bad as the real Gothel. Don't worry, I'll be here to protect you. She will not kidnap you anymore. Alright, now let's get into the doll. So her box, again, this marks the first time a villain was released, so back then this was the first colored box. All of the princess always came with white colored boxes, so she is the first doll to have a colored box, which is purple, very fitting of her. It has these like wallpaper-ish kind of patterns on the all over side, and she does have foil patterns of leaves and vines on the bottom, which is very cool. Even her nameplate on the bottom is reflective shiny foil, which has limited edition 1 of 1,500 Mother Gothel. It also says in other different languages as well. And this is the side where the plastic sleeve features more of these vines. And on the back, again, the foil pattern goes throughout the entire box, so I love it. I love it when things are shiny. It says Mother Gothel, and it talks about the doll and the character and the movie, and I really love these long descriptions back in the day when they did that. And this was when she retailed for $99.50. The good old days when you only spend $100 and you get a immaculate quality doll. So this is her certificate of authenticity. So just like the box, it does have the shiny foil printing on it. I'm not sure if you guys can see. And my number, it's quite hard to see because it's printed in black, but it's 1151 out of 1,500. So for her plastic sleeve, it does have like a weird yellowish tint to it. I'm not sure if it's coming out in the video, but it's very yellowy. I don't think it's supposed to be that way. Maybe my previous owner didn't keep her in the best conditions. It could either be exposed to direct sunlight or it could be from a smoking home. Although it doesn't smell like smoke though. And there she is in all her glory. So we're gonna take a minute to remember her pose in the box because I feel like her hair is gonna go all crazy once I take out the ties. It's beautiful. Everything is tied down quite well. Okay, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, it's time to finally take her out of the box. Okay, let's do this. Alright, we're back. She's out of the box. First, I wanted to show you guys the background art for her box. So it looks like it's the forest. It does look like a screenshot from the movie. It does look like it's artwork. I can see some brush strokes in there. So this could probably be some concept artwork. And I also wanted to show you guys the interesting trick that they did for the packaging because the cape has no holes on the back and she's wearing the cape. So what Disney did is that, so they took a piece of the cape. Technically, this is supposed to be the bottom part. Let's say this part, see? But they attached it here so that it creates a hole. And then this hole is where the wires go through to attach her on her waist. So that's very interesting. So right now I'm just gonna undo this little thing here. So her cape can fall down like it's supposed to. Ta-da! And the cape, guys, oh my god, it's so cool. I can't wait to show you guys. It's so long, see? And it has a pointy bit here, and it drags and drapes behind her, and it comes with a hood as well. Although I doubt the hood can go onto her head with that amount of hair that she has, but this is so amazing. With that said, I also have some bad news, okay? So everything on Gothel seems to be very, very brittle. Like, all the plastic on her is very brittle. The first thing, the stand broke. Yeah, like the front bit of the saddle stand broke, and I didn't do anything. I was pulling her out of the box, and I heard like a cluck, and I was like, oh something went wrong. And of course, lo and behold, this piece broke off. So this is supposed to be attached here for her to sit on. It broke. Currently, I'm putting her on one of my extra toner doll stands, so she's still fine. And that's not all. There are some other things that broke too. Her earrings broke too. So this one, it's still okay because only the peg broke. So the other part is still stuck in her ears, as you can see. But for this one, it broke and then it double broke into two different pieces here. Again, I didn't do anything particularly wrong with the doll. I was removing the restraints, the plastic bit from her neck. So I was trying to remove it. My finger nudged the earring and it's just like, I could hear the sound that it made when it broke off. And lo and behold, I checked the other side and the other side was already broken too. So I'm not really sure if it's the materials that they used or if it's because of the age, because she has been released for 9 years, stuck in a box, and I'm the second owner of the doll, so I don't really know how the other owner kept the doll. It could be in direct sunlight, it could be in non-ideal situations, because I've never had this happen. I mean, Rapunzel, she's also the same age as Gothel, but she was perfect. Nothing was wrong with her. But for Gothel, it's just very weird. Even from the yellowed packaging, I don't think the previous owner kept her very well. But it is what it is, so let this be a lesson for you guys to be extra careful, especially when you're taking out dolls that are quite old. I mean, this doll is almost a decade old, 10 years, so things like this could happen. So yeah, warning. But it's fine for me, I don't regret taking her out at all. I'm gonna glue them back and she's gonna be fine. But we won't let that ruin our day, would we? So let's continue on with our review. So she is out of the box, so I have removed her cape for now so you can see the dress in full detail, and at the end we will put the cape back on her. So this is her dress. So her dress is very nice because the toner stand that I'm using on has a thicker base, as you can see, compared to the stand that she comes with. So her dress is like an exact floor length, but without it, her dress kind of does crumple and drape on the floor as well, as you can see there. So let's take a 360 look of her before we get into the details. The hair is so funny, it's parted in the back because of how it's packaged, so it's going to take a while for them to mix back in with each other. Alright, let's start off from her hair and the face, and we'll work our way down through her dress. Her face sculpt is so stunning. It's like one of Disney's best. Like the sharp, really rigid details that they captured. Her nose, her chin, her cheekbones, everything, the expression. It's just perfection. One of the very, very best face sculpts and face paint that Disney have done on any character. Period! Her hair is so soft, nothing is gelled. This hair is literally just really tiny, tight, curly hair that they have rooted on her. And it's so cool. As you can see, it has weight, it's heavy, and it's a lot of it. She has a lot of hair, and it's just magnificent. It's so beautiful. Look at that. I've always wondered why, when they did Merida dolls, why they didn't give Merida the same kind of hair as well. Because Merida hair was also very kind of similar to this, but instead for Merida they always gel her entire head. Every single curl is gelled on Merida's hair, so I think they could have done something for Merida on future dolls. That would be amazing because this is really nice hair. It's smooth, it's soft, it's bouncy. I love it. So for her face paint, she is gorgeous. She has her green eyes. She has rooted eyelashes, which is kind of hard to see with her hair. So let me try to remove them. There we go. They're nicely curled. I love it. And oh my god, I can't get over her side profile. I love her nose. And her eyes are very nice. They're not fully open. They're kind of just like half open, and she has her evil kind of look to her left side. And she has some like bronze eye makeup going on as well. And the eye makeup is quite detailed because you can see these brush strokes, like it starts out darker on the inner side of her eyes and they go lighter as we move forward. Again, the darker side is there again on the edges, so only the middle part is lighter, so it kind of gives that illusion of dimensional and lighting. So that's amazing. I like her brows as well. They're arched. And for her lips, it's very interesting because on the sculpt, you can see that it's almost like a frown. Her lips kind of curves towards the lower side, but the paint is painted like an upturned lip. So for some reason, I'm really digging it. I really love that effect. And another interesting thing is that if you look at the lower lashes here, they're very simple, you know, just simple painted lashes. But for this side, it's different. It looks darker, and they are shorter and painted like closer to each other. See? This side, this side. That's very interesting. I wonder what the direction or the decision to go with that route. Alright, speaking of sculpts, here we have our classic Mother Gothel doll. So this is not a re-release, this is the original one that was released together when the movie first came out. And for the face sculpt, I do think they share the same face sculpt. What do you think, guys? Because usually the 12-inch classic dolls and the limited editions don't normally share the same face sculpt. They're always different in some way. But this sculpt looks like it's the exact same sculpt, but just in different scales. Alright, let's move on to her dress. Her dress is this overall burgundy kind of red color. And all these patterns on her are just like on Rapunzel, are like velvety little textures here. I think they are still the sun. Are they the sun? I don't really know. But they do look like the sun of the emblem from the movie, and it also has like hearts and other little patterns here. So the whole thing, these little bits are all like velvety textured. And for neckline, she does have this gold trim on top of the black trim. There. And she has these little red jewels all over on the front side. And we have her sleeves here. They're very long. They almost go all the way up to her feet, as you can see. It's very long. And the interesting thing is on the inner lining of the sleeve, it's in gold, but the exact same pattern. And the sleeve is nicely trimmed with this little gold thing here. And it has a tassel attached to the end of it. So that's pretty nice. And the cool thing, her hands are painted. I mean, like her fingernails are painted. It's red. And it would have been so much cooler if she had like a different hand sculpt with longer nails. That would have been really nice. And then she also has her belt, sash thingy. So it's red and it has the same gold trim that we see on her neckline. And it's attached with a little gold plastic buckle here. And the sash just kind of falls all the way down to her feet. It's two pieces, but right now it's attached with this little thingy to keep them together. And the belt is actually a working actual belt because it goes all around to the back, as you can see here. So if you were to take it off of the buckle, it can come off. And while the belt goes all the way around, the jewels does not. So as you can see on the back side of her dress, the jewels are not placed anymore. It's only just at the front, which is totally fine because she's going to be wearing the cape anyway, so I don't think there was a reason for them to put the jewels. And finally, we have her shoes. So she is wearing the traditional, very basic Disney store 17-inch doll heel kind of thing. For Snow White, they usually give the little bows on the top, but for her, it's just plain brownish burgundy color shoes that goes along with the rest of her dress. So it's not quite accurate. In the movie, she is wearing boots. And that's why I gave my classic doll custom boots. I think this is from some Barbie. So for her accessory, she does come with the same exact brush that the limited edition Rapunzel is holding as well. It's the same sculpt that comes with classic Rapunzel dolls back then, but it's gold instead of silver. And here for our fallen comrade, the earring. So it's shaped like a dagger, just like in the movie. It's very cool, almost translucent, but I'm scared to even touch this because it's so brittle. And finally, let's take a look at her cape. So for her cape, on the outside, it's like a velvety type of texture. I don't think it's true velvet because it does feel somewhat off. So I think it could be like, you know, like faux velvet or some velvet-like material. So it's very black, but I do like the little glimmering, sparkly effect that it gives. Can you see? So that's pretty cool. And it has gold trim on the hoodie or the hood. The same gold trim that we saw on her outfit, and it goes all the way down and all across the edges, so that's pretty cool. They didn't cheapen out in any way. And she also comes with this little button thingy, so you can see it's gold, and it's supposed to be attached with this little thingy here when you're putting the cape on her, like that. And the cape is actually very long, like I said, so let's try to put it back on her. Alright, so that was Gothel with her cape on, so it's very cool. As you can see, it's very long, how it drapes behind her, so that's excellent. However, the hood, it's very hard to go on her head. I think it's near impossible because of the big poofy hair that she has, but I'm sure you can put it on if you force it onto her, but I don't want to mess up the curls in her hair, so I'm not gonna try to put it on her head. Because imagine having to restyle this hair. I cannot do it. And here's the two of them. I think they go really well with each other. They're just so nice looking together. Both of the qualities are really great. I've already done an unboxing and a hair restyle for Rapunzel, so you can go check that out if you want to. But for Gothel, I have no negative things to say about her. Like, really, this doll is just perfection, and I always judge the dolls based on their retail price, so I'm not gonna think about the price that I paid for her. But for $100, this is very, very good. Alright everybody, so that was it on my unboxing and review of the 9-year-old limited edition Gothel doll from the Disney store, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more toy photography, because I cannot wait to take photos of these two together and recreate scenes from the movie, so this is going to be very exciting. Just an update, so I have glued the stand as well. It's been glued. I'm just waiting for it to fully dry before I put her back on it. And her earrings have been glued back on as well. And also, after I took the video, the elastic band for her cape snapped as well, so I've already stitched that back on as well. I was joking with my friend, like, maybe this is meant to be. Like in the movie, Gothel started deteriorating throughout the movie until she turned to dust. So maybe Disney wanted me to have this experience where everything on her starts falling apart, just like how it was in the movie. But right now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon in my next video.